Hmm? Google Cloud, any doubts? No audio, no video, na? Always no video. Okay. Let me share my screen. So let me discuss GCP one more time. And GCP IAM, Azure IAM one day I will take, so that compare and we can discuss. GCP functions, Azure functions also one day we can plan, or 1 or 2 days we can plan. Like that is the plan of action. Uh, okay. Please focus more on GCP as market is growing. GCP market. Lower side support available what time? Okay, guys. Whoever require plural set access, you can ping me. I will share online also from today onwards. Okay. Okay, guys. So coming to the GCP. So GCP and AWS. If I compare what changes we can see here. Exactly. AWS VPC is not global. GCP VPC is global. And subnets AWS is AZ level. And in GCP, region level. This is main difference. And coming to the security group, in AWS security groups works server level, and subnet level AWS also we have a service NACL. Coming to GCP, we don't have separate services, only VPC firewall. GCP VPC firewall works global level. Okay, that VPC firewall you can attach to subnet, you can attach to VM also in GCP section. In Azure also, same concept. Azure VPC name is VNet, works region level. Subnet also works region level in Azure. Availability zones inside the region will be there. Servers will create inside the region. Clear now? Azure also we have a security service NSG. NSG works subnet level, VM level. Same. And coming to the networking, public network, private network concepts. In AWS, networking, public or private, which decides subnet. Public subnet, private subnet. So when you launch a server inside the public subnet, automatically server will be public. But coming to Azure and GCP, there is no public private subnets concepts. Only public IP enable, public IP disable concepts only. So in Azure, if you take a one subnet, the same subnet inside you can deploy public server, private server also. Why? Subnet level no dependencies. Same concepts in GCP. Public IP, private IP concept. So yesterday already I have shown you, created in the same subnet inside public VM, private VM, compute engine. So it will work different behavior, even same subnet. So these common points are very important, guys. If you update in your resume multi-cloud, the first they may ask a question, differences. What you observe the differences, networking, most of the important questions will come from networking area. No one can ask explain DB and all. Networking area, how you can provide security for the Azure services. This kind of questions. Understand, NSG is very important. Okay. Let me create VPC in GCP. So, okay, coming to the hierarchy. AWS, there is no specific hierarchy. Accounts only the hierarchy. Dev account, test account, prod account, you can create individually, you can operate the resources. Azure account global. The account inside we have a tenant ID concept, subscriptions concepts. Subscription 1, subscription 2, subscription 3, you can create dev, test, prod, and all. And again, subscription which is equal to in AWS is account. Subscription inside you can get a multiple resource groups in Azure. Resource group concept is not there in AWS. And coming to the Azure, we can get a resource groups. Inside you can get multiple resources. Subscription is all about account. One subscription inside we can divide them different projects to maintain the different resource groups. But coming to GCP, we don't have resource group concept there. We don't have subscription concept. Only the concept is project. Create project and work. See, already playground project is there. If you want to create a project, you can create a project. Clear now? Okay. So let's create a VPC. I'm creating a VPC network. So give a name VPCA. I don't lowercase letters only now. Custom or automatic? Custom. Subnet 1 I'm creating here. So automatic, if you select every region one subnet will create. No, I don't want. So I'm creating a custom. So description you can give if you want to add something using for VM deploy. So region, you can choose US Central one. IPv4 range. Okay. So I have taken 24 here. VPC, no need to define any CIDR like AWS and Azure. It's a global. Now firewall. So in AWS security group also, while creating a server, automatically security group also will create if you not define custom security group, existing security group. The reason SG works server level in AWS. In Azure also, while creating a VM, automatically NSG also create along with the NIC card. Okay. There also NSG works server level or subnet level. But coming to GCP security group means firewall. Works VPC level. That's what while creating VPC, this is creating. Clear the point now? Okay. So by default in AWS, outbound traffic allow for everywhere. So in GCP, Azure also same. You can see egress traffic allow for all. Clear na? This is you can't modify. Clear na? Next, by default, inbound rule is what? Denny for all traffic. This is also you can't modify. And additionally, they are giving a 4 rules. The rule 1 is, if you want, you can modify. The rule 1 is allow all. For which range? Inside subnet. Source is what? Inside subnet 10.0.0.0.4 inside. Everything communicate. Any port communicate inside only. Next is what? ICMP. This protocol we can use for ping to test, not to access anything. Next, 3389 TCP for Windows, 22 for Linux. So by default, if you want this, you can check and you can allow. I'm enabling 2 rules only. Clear na guys? This is VPC process. Let's create. Whenever you can create VPC, firewall will create, VPC create, subnet also define, subnet also create. This is all about networking here. Okay, successfully created. Okay. So VPC is ready. Open. Click on VPC. Yeah, you can see here. How many subnets are there? You can see the VPC inside. Okay. Firewall. These rules I have enabled, right? 2 rules. One is for 22, one is for internal all. These rules. Outbound, you no need to see outbound always all traffic. That you no need to any modify. So VPC contains firewall and subnet. Clear not till here? This is main concept. If you want to delete, you can delete also. Now, so peering already yesterday we discussed, right? VPC network peering. Okay, let's go to again. Now I'm going to create a VM. Compute engine. Create instance. So what I'm going to do, yeah, let me do one thing is, this is also dashboard problems are there. Okay, let's go to firewall, VPC. So this is the VPCA and you can open a firewall. Okay, so VPC firewall. Now you can see here, 2 rules are there, right? So let's add one more rule. So name of the rule is HTTP. Hello. For my VM, VPC network inside, yes, the reason rule should be applied for VPC level, right? So which VPC inside this rule has to be applied? VPCA level. Priority you can give as is. See, this rule, you are creating a rule, it has to be applied to which target? all servers inside the VPCA are specific target tags. Specific target tags. Okay. Which tag it is? I'm giving it dev. So now, whichever resource using this dev tag, this rule is applied for specific resource. As it is works global level, right? Yeah. So VPC firewall is only one. By creating a number of rules, you can apply entire network level or specific resource level. Clear now? This is very good actually compared to all. So specific source, I'm giving 00, or you can give IP also. Clear now? Okay. Next, TCP 80, right or not? 80 port. Create. Clear till here? Okay. So let's go to check firewall rules. Now you can see this rule is applied for my VM tag C. Target is what? Tags. I don't know how to expand this. Click on it. Oh, like this only. Okay. Dev tags. This will apply for only dev tags. Now, simple question to you. I'm creating a VM. US central one you can take. So guys, you can see this is region inside AJets. Now, while choosing this region, you have to first create a subnet in the same region. So I already created a subnet in US central one. Okay. General purpose, you can take instance types. I'm taking E2 as is, and going to OS. I'm taking here Ubuntu OS. Persistent disk EBS. Boot disk type persistent disk EBS in GCP. Select. Next, go to here. So options are available here only. You have to select and change the things and all. Networking. So here I need to give dev. So the firewall rule apply for this VM only. If I'm not enable this tag. Okay. Now this is very important. VPC inside, subnet one inside. Next, network interface card, NIC card automatically create here Azure, AWS also. AWS is ENI, Azure is NIC card, GCP also NIC card. Okay. So now external IP is what? Internal IP is ephemeral, automatic. External IP, if you give none, this is complete private VM. If you give S, this is public VM. No concept of subnet public or private, doesn't matter. All subnets are private. Next, security. Okay, advanced user data and all. Metadata means user data. Yeah, metadata here. So metadata, uh, cloud KMS key, add item. Key name, I think we can pass from here. SSH keys. Okay, later I can show. Username, password you can give from here. Okay, create. Okay, server created. This is the external IP. Copy, just connect. Authorize. Okay, clear na? So apt update. So I'm installing Nginx. You can enable. Okay, why? Site can't be reached. So yeah, first understand this VM. What is this here? Nonsense, this dashboards and all. Cancel. Okay. Click on it. This instance. You can check first everything here. This instance having, you can click on here. Network topology. Okay, no need to come here. This one. So this NIC code is attached, right? This NIC 0 attached to this VPCA. This NIC is attached to server. Now you can see view details. This instance attached to this NIC code attached to this VPC subnet. Now you can see the firewall. Only two rules only attached for this server. What are those? 22 internal subnet inside all only. 80 missing or not here. So this server not attached to 80. The reason, if you open my firewall, you can open my firewall. You can see VPCA firewall. How many rules are there? 3. But 2 rules only apply for VM. Here you can, if you can see 3 rules, one rule is apply for target is tags. Remaining 2 are apply for all. Clear na? So now my server comes under all, not comes under tags. That's what this 80 is not enabled for your VM. So VM unable to access your application. Clear now? Let's do now. I'll just check. Is it possible to give tags? Edit. Where the tags are there? Here. Huh? This is networking tags, right? This one. Dev, right? Say. Saving my changes. Okay, let's go to instance now. Again, you can see refresh. Hmm, hmm, Now you can see my instance. Click on view details. Hmm. Third will update or not now? This one also. Now you can access. Clear now? That's what the difference is. So we can easily manage by with help of tags are very powerful in VPC firewall concept. So which server we can attach. Now your work today is, can we give tags subnet level? Clear now? My subnet inside a 10 servers are there, for example. Can we give subnet level firewall access? Understand what I'm trying to say? Now tags, okay, I'm creating a tag for individual server, individual server, individual server. So definitely group of servers are there. Simple question. 5 servers are there. 5 are front-end servers. Say 5 servers require same rule, right? Then you can use same tags. Dev for 5 servers. No problem. This only we can follow in the real time. Or my question is there any process to implement tags for the subnet level? Or can we apply firewall specific rule for subnet level? You just explore. Okay. In GCP, mostly you can get one VPC firewall only. You no need to get multiple firewall like a security groups and all. One only we can manage multiple rules. So here complete control is rule level. But SG complete control rule level for SG also you can get separate SGs. Clear or not? Yeah. Any questions from anyone? Let's create a private VM also. Okay. I can create a private VM. Same. So NOS. I'm taking Ubuntu networking. So if you want to enable, here also you can give dev. Same rule 80. And normal is apply for 2 rules. By default, apply for all the resources. Additionally, dev rule apply for this server also. Same subnet. This is none. That's what the difference. No much difference here. You can create VM. Okay. VM is creating. Yeah, my VM is created. Now, without any public IP, we can connect in GCP private VM also from the console. Authorize. So if you want to If you want me to review your resume, so create resume first, which I have shared the sample resumes formats and all, and set up a call, Google Meet or Zoom. I'm talking about online team. Offline, please, you don't schedule any call. You are coming every day institute, right? So I will come to lab if your resume is ready. If you need inputs from my end, we both go to lab and discuss 15 to 20 minutes individually. Okay. And coming to online, you can share your Google Meet link. I mean, this Sunday after 2. So I will join so we can review your resume. Okay, what projects I want to know first what projects you have completed for out of the shared list, which I have shared here at the 24 list. What projects you have done, what projects you have practiced, what are the pendings. First, I want to understand from you, then I can guide you. If you not complete even single project, unnecessarily don't disturb me. No help from my end. Keeping projects in your resume without practicing, you may trouble in your interview. You're unable to say nothing to say in the interview, right? You are also silence, interviewer also silence. Then both are silence. Silence only will be silence only will produce, right? So without project, without practice, without skill set, if you schedule a call, I am also silence. You are also silence. So please, guys, don't do the kind of things. My private server unable to install, unable to update also. The reason, yeah. So in GCP, just only one action. Server enable public IP, disable public IP. If disable public IP, no internet gateway. So request unable to hit external. Then we can use only the concept NAT gateway. We can go on NAT gateway. And again, I'm discuss cloud NAT gateway. I have noted down, okay. 2 months you guys said, right? One bench car. I know I have already noted down names and all. We'll see. I don't want anything. First, you get a job. That's it. Gateway name is NAT gateway, GCP NAT. Whoever said already 1 kilo gold, right? Now, gold rate, I know the name also. You said what? Benjikara? Okay. So, guys, NAT gateway. NAT gateway. See, read this. Cloud NAT lets your VMs and container pods create outbound connection to the internet, other virtual private cloud networks, or other virtual private cloud networks. Understand? NAT can take the request to outside, and NAT can connect to different VPC network also, right? So if two VPCs are there, if you want to connect different VPC inside resource, definitely request will go through NAT only. Otherwise, VNet peering, VPC peering, two options only, right? That's what they're saying. Now, which type of NAT gateway required public only, right? Which network inside should create VPC, right? Which region it is? US Central one, right? Create a route table. You no need to route anything. Just create a NAT route only here. Just create here. And I'm giving here. This NAT routes need to be updated into which subnet inside resources want to communicate through NAT gateway to external request. So I'm just creating here all subnets. If you can give this NAT nodes update for all the subnets. So all the subnets inside servers, all the subnets inside servers will communicate this NAT to external. Or only specific subnet if you want to give the specific subnet. This is my subnet. Clear now? Create. See, subnet beside there is an option IP, right? Subnet inside specific instance only we can access also. Like that. So NAT created right now. See running also. Let's connect where it is. Clear now? So apt install to test something. So how to access now? Only curl, right or not? Public IP is not there. Otherwise, configure load balance. We have only option curl. So yeah, localhost. No need to give port. It's 80. So welcome to Nginx. Clear now? Till here, clear everyone. No confusions, right? GCP till here. Nothing is there to confuse also here. VNet, VPC peering also I discuss. Okay. Next, let's try to configure this server access through load balancer. So that's what we are creating a load balancer. Load balancer. I'm creating a load balancer here. See which type of load balancer I'm creating? Application load balancer. So again, the great configurations you can see in the GCP now. We have a two type of load balancers in GCP. One is for application load balancer, one is for network load balancer. Guys, the naming point of view, GCP AWS same, 99% same. And public private configurations point of view, Azure GCP is same. Clear now? So you know application load balancer works on HTTPS protocol, and these are the runs on TCP UDP protocol. Public or private again, internal or external, right? Again, in AWS, internal external load balancer, if you want to create a minimum, you have to keep two subnets for in external across agents, right? Here, nothing, nothing. Why? Subnet already region. So I'm selecting external. Again, guys, in AWS, if you want to provide high available across region, you need to configure Route 53 for failure routing policy. But GCP supports global level load balancer. Okay, in AWS, load balancer works region level. But here two options we have: region level, global level. Your application need high acceleration, high available, go with global. So if you want to create a global, first you have to create a minimum two subnets across regions. Okay. First we can go for region. Okay. Mind only one subnet is there. Region level. So now you can see region A, region B. Here only region A. This is region level. Next. Okay, you are about to create an application load balancer. Okay, okay. Then configure. Till here clear, okay. So I'm giving a load balancer name is, you can give, I'm just, so which network? VPCA inside. Definitely subnet you have to specify here. It's a region level, right? So which region it is? Guys, very important. Same like Azure. Azure Dedicated subnet required for load balancer or not? Common common subnet it won't take. Dedicated subnet you have to provide in Azure. GCP also same. Reserve one subnet for load balancer. LB subnet. IPv4 range. Okay. IPv4 range, you can give anything here. Already 24 given, right? 1.0 by 24. Add. See, automatically it will pick that subnet here. You no need to give two subnets. This is region level load balancer. You have to provide two subnets if you take a global level load balancer. That's it, front end configuration. It's yeah. Okay, let's check now. Front end configuration means what? Request will take from end users into network inside. That should be public or not? External, that's what I have taken. So in AWS, the load balancer you are deploying into public subnets inside so that able to take a request. But here subnets are not prior for the public or private. IPs are the mandatory here. So that's what here. Front end IP name I'm giving here. Public. Just I'm giving a public. Which protocol? HTTP. So you have to select ephemeral. So automatically one IP will create for the load balancer ephemeral public IP to take the request from external. Okay. Why public IP only created? Is there no option, right? How public IP only created? How you can say that? How you can say public IP only create? There is no option here. Public IP or private IP. Is there an option here? No. Huh? That's okay. But this will create public or private IP. How you can decide? HTTP prot. Huh? Very good. We have chosen here external load balancer. So external load balancer means external IP required. Automatically external IP will create. If you take internal load balancer, internal IP will create. That's the difference. Okay. So if you want, you can add front end IP here also here. So one more you can add, not required. Okay. Done here. Okay. So this is clear right till here. Okay. So we can give timeout also, guys. For example, 60 seconds. If load balancer not responding in 60 seconds, automatically it will give timeout. If end user is accessing load balancer, if they are not getting any response for 60 seconds, it will give timeout also. Clear na? Yeah. Done. Next is what? Backend configuration. Same like Azure, front end, backend rules. Backend request will go to where? I need to create a backend service. So right click. You can create before or okay. Backend service. So I'm just creating a backend service. Description adding VMs. Something. Backend group is what? Yeah, instance group. So HTTP health checks. Again, you have to create a health checks also. 80. Okay. Same. You can give same as is default settings only. Okay. Now, which type of backend service I have chosen here? Instance group. Now, instance group will ask. Okay. Got it. Till here clear, right, everyone? Okay. Let me open a duplicate tab here. We have to create a launch template. In AWS launch template is there na? Here instance group. Instance groups. create instance group. You can see 3 options. Yeah. So stateless, unmanaged instance group, new managed instance group. So I'm taking unmanaged instance group. Manager instance group is nothing but auto scaling group. That's it. Unmanaged means we are managing manually managed groups of load balancer VMs. So instance group name is giving 1. Which region? This one. Network and VPCA. Subnet 1. How many VMs here? 1 VM only there, right? You can select. Okay. Clear now? So be careful here. Let's take for example. No VM available, right? So my VM is running into 1. See, that's what you are able to see. Clear now? Okay. Clear now till here? So instance group, port map if you want to give, HTTP 80. So how to save? Here create a. Okay. Now this instance group you can map over there. It's a target. It's kind of target group. In AWS target group, here instance group. What about Azure? Backend pool. Instance group created. Here only you are here, right? So now select. I think refresh option is not there here to get it. No. So I think I need to create again. I'm creating a backend service. Backend service is responsible to communicate load balancer and instance group. Yeah. Target is instance groups. You can keep as is. Health checks already create this one. Okay, my instance group I'm able to see now. What 80? Maximum backend utilization 80. So these are all options. I can give create. Clear na? Next is what? Routing rule. Host path rule. So our condition based rule you can give. So automatically simple host it is redirecting to backend one only. Backend service. Advanced host path you can create path based routing and all if you want. Okay. Review. Backend service. Backend. Default backend service. So this is default rule. Okay. Path based I'm not giving any condition. So create. Guys, wait. Okay, no problem. Which VM I have selected? Okay, both VMs inside Nginx is running, right? That's okay. Let it create. Now, what I'm go to instance groups. This instance is, oh, okay, no problem. I supposed to take private server here. Maybe the private server is running different AZ. I have choose 1C, right? That's what this is not selected. Anyway, both and Nginx is running. So let's go to the load balancers. Now this instance group is for, if auto scaling group, if you can create, this instance group you have to select. So auto scaling group create VMs into this instance group only. Oh, already created. Too fast then. So this is what? Yeah, load balancer, IP. You no need access port, right? Regional external application load balance. Why we are unable to access? One issue is there. One issue is there. Let's go to the server. Instance group inside which server is there? One VM, okay? This VM firewall, we have to check, right? So in these two instances, this instance, go to VPC. Mhm. Where is target here? But destination not updated here. Anyway, so guys, understand. For all I have given only its description is yellow for all, right? So my public VM only enabling these two rules only, right? So let's give. Let's give 80. What? Okay. Let's instance group. Okay, let's go to firewall. Why this is expecting 80 like that? By default, it has to take, right? Yeah. Now you can see. Okay. So these many rules are there, right? So out of these rules, my instance group, if you go to instance group, yeah, this instance is the now target of load balancer, right? So this instance having how many rules total? Three rules. One rule is for HTTP, one rule is for internal, one rule is for 22. Clear na? So that's what. Clear na? This is not IPF public server. This is not IPF server. This is IPF load balancer. Open load balancer now. So this load balancer request is redirecting into where? Backend. Yeah, backend service. So backend service contains how many backends? One backend instance group. This instance group having one server. Health checks are one by one. You can see. Can I add one more backend server? Yes, edit. Edit this. Go to backend configuration. So I need to go for instance group. Sorry. Instance group inside I need to add automatically. Go to instance group. This instance group already added into the backend service, right? Let's open instance group. Click on it. Edit. Yeah. Now you can see. Yeah, I'm just selecting now. Why they're not giving access to me? Instance group. Only VM subnet one inside. What happened? because of this. So can't we edit location? Okay, we can't edit location. So can I create one more instance group? I can add. So you can add one more instance group. Okay, this is not possible to edit. That's okay. Let's create instance group. I can add this instance group also. Unmanaged instance group 2. So why they are not giving all zones here? US central one. VPCA. Not LB subnet, okay? Subnet 1. One year, huh? Okay. This one also. So this instance group I can add into the backend service. Okay. Let's go to the load balancer. Open this. So edit backend configuration, backend service, instance group. Can we add one more? Backend instance group 280, same. Update. So two instance groups, update. So my load balancer total two targets, two VMs. Meanwhile, we can go for GCP Route 53. What is the service name? DNS. Here only there, right? Same process. We have to enable some APIs. If DNS option is not enabled, then it will be ready to use now. Meanwhile, load balancer creation done. See total two instance groups, one health checks are success, you can access. Clear now? Now you can stop any one of the server also, still request is redirecting. Let's check here. So this is cloud DNS guys. Same Route 53 service. Create a zone. So simple, very simple clouds are GCP services we can easily understand. Azure only a lot of confusions are there. Many services. The modules are not good in Azure. But GCP is very clean. In Azure, this is separate service, this is separate service. Kind of problems are there. Zone name, you can give anything test. DNS name, you can give your domain name and create a host zone. Same, 4 records will create. Refresh. Yeah, 4 records already created, you can see. Total 4 records. Okay, 1, 2, sorry here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Clear na? You know what you need to do next. You can update into your where you have registered. And next is after update, add standard A type record in a subdomain if you want to give. So see, select. Directly it is taking you into here list of IPs. So if you want to configure with load balancer, so you can select your IP directly, select. That's it, create. Clear na? Alias records. It is direct. You don't need to copy paste from there. Direct it is redirecting into. If you can click on it, it will open total list of IPs, public IPs. So you can easily connect. So by adding a standard subdomain, if you want to add API, again select which IP this time. I'm giving for NAT gateway, create record. Okay. So like this, we can create a records. Again, I'm creating a standard. This time I'm creating a alias. Alias is not there now. Yeah, there. If you click on alias, okay. Alias. So I think you have to give directly. Okay, alias here, canonical name it is taking. Okay, no problem. If it is load balancer, this is a load balancer IP, right? 104, this one. Okay. So alias means here you have to give canonical form, CNAME record. One domain to another domain, which redirects. So practice this one also today. Cloud DNS. Any questions from anyone? Let me terminate any one of the server. Public server I'm going to terminate. Suspend. Hmm. Huh? Hmm. Azure GCP. GCP monitoring only. Azure monitoring. Mostly we are using third-party tools for monitoring in real time. Uh, Azure monitoring, Google monitoring, CloudWatch monitoring, we are not checking into the cloud inside. The dashboards are not friendly to easily check. Mostly we are using Kibana, Splunk, Grafana, Prometheus, integrating only with the resources. Okay, let's see now. Still this is suspending. You can see directly observability here. I'll explain the monitoring here. So directly you can see here, CPU utilization, traffic, network traffic, disk throughput, everything you can see directly. Last 1 hour or last 15 minutes load you can see. You no need to integrate like a CloudWatch. CloudWatch we have to integrate the agent, right? But here by default, metrics and logs also you can. Logs we need to configure. Metrics also, AWS also will get few metrics by default. Logs will not get. We'll see. One agent has to be configured, same like AWS EC2. So no locks. This is for deployment, suspend VM instance. So this locks, okay, I can show tomorrow class how to integrate the logs and all. Why it's taking this much of time to suspend? Still working. One server is suspending, one server is there. Now even you can check instance groups also. One definitely should be unhealthy. See, this is suspending. Hello, yeah. By deleting it, this much of time it is taking. Deleting VM. Yeah. Okay, suspended. Refresh. So status, this is suspended. Okay, this is up. This is running. After some time, this will go from here also. See, public IP disable also. So only one server is running now. So you can see, still able to access. The reason we have a targets 2 for the load balancer. Hmm? So this also has to update health status. Yeah, 0 of 0. Clear now? No instance is there right here. So 0 of 0. This is 1 of 1. One instance only there. So as of now, this instance group inside, no server is there. Server already deleted. Still I'm able to access. So one more instance group is there now, configured as a backend service. That's what. So you can understand load balancer, instance groups. Okay. So in between I'm creating what? Service. Backend service to communicate load balancer and instance group. Clear now? So you can add a multiple instance groups or in same instance group, you can add a multiple instances also. Seems instance group works AZ level. That's what we are unable to add like this. VM level. Okay. Ah, endpoints. Endpoints. Bash and host. What you are trying to say here? Ah, session manager. Here not required session manager, directly private server you are connecting directly. Yeah, see here, connect options if you can see. VM connect option is there now. Let's click on it. Yeah, SSH, you can drop down here. See, these are the options. Clear now? You can connect private server directly in Google Cloud. So not require any VPS endpoints and all. Azure not possible private server. Azure also two possibilities are there. Have you practiced Azure? If you open VM, if you click on SSH, two options will be dropped down. Anyway. So clear online team? Any questions? So please, you can share the meeting link Sunday, only Sundays, post lunch, 3 p.m. IST, 6 p.m. IST in between. Okay. If I will not get any meeting links, I can understand you are in right direction. Okay. Thank you. Bye.